am back with another vlog, finally. So today's video I'm going to be talking about my travel essentials. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I posted a picture on my Instagram. I did a flat lay of all the stuff that I feel like I need the most and that I usually always bring with me on work trips and some trips for leisure travel. So I'm going to go through all those, talk about them a little bit. I get asked this a lot, like, you know, what do you bring on every trip? What do you need? What do you have to bring? Stuff like that. So I'm going to go through those. Let's get started. First things first, I'm going to talk about my baby, my camera. I always bring my camera with me on every trip. Even if I don't use it, I just like to have it with me. Regardless, I feel like something's missing if I don't have it with me, and you never know what can happen or whatever you might want to take a picture of or a video. So I keep it in this carrying case, a little Sony bag, to keep it extra protected. Let's open this up. So first I have one of these. It's to help clean the inside of the camera and the lens. Very handy. The actual camera itself, my beautiful Sony a6000. Love this thing to death. Oh. And I have my zoom lens. And I have a microphone that you can attach to the top for taking videos, and it kind of helps block out excess noise, and it makes the audio sound a lot better than the actual microphone on the camera. So it's another product by Sony. It comes in this little traveling carrying case. Blah, blah. Can't talk. What else is new? The side pockets are where I have like extra lens cloths and the charger, and then some wipes right in here. So I always have that in my suitcase. Next item I'm going to talk about, let's see here. Don't mind the dirty case. I need to wash it. My laptop, my MacBook. I bring my laptop with me everywhere. If I ever don't bring it with me, I don't feel like something's missing, but I do usually like to have it with me because if I'm on a layover, downtime, guess what I usually do? Watch Netflix, go on YouTube, edit photos, pay bills, whatever it may be, especially when I'm traveling for fun. I always like to have this with me because then it's something to do. My trusty little MacBook, almost always have it with me, and I keep it extra protected in this case in my bag because I would not want anything to happen to it. Next thing I'm going to talk about, which I can't actually show you guys because I'm using it, I'm using it to record right now, is my phone. It's 2019, everybody's on cell phones, but I need to have my phone with me because I need to be able to be contacted by work. If I'm on a trip and I get rerouted, crew scheduling will have to call me and notify me, and they have to be able to contact me, otherwise I can get in trouble. So I gotta have my phone with me, plus I have an app that shows my schedule and my all my flights that I have that day and for the whole trip. It shows the flight time, where I'm going, who my crew members are, things like that, what type of plane it is, and I need to know that stuff, and gotta refresh it in case anything changes last minute, which it can. I have a radar app because you gotta always check the weather whenever you're flying because you literally never know when there's gonna be bad weather and where. There's also an app that I have that can track any flight and tell you where that plane is coming in from, like what other city, what type of plane it is, the departure time, the arrival time, if there's any major delays in that airport and why, and it shows it on the map and the route, like all that cool stuff. Gotta have my phone with me for that because it does help having it while I'm working, and I can be in tune with everything going on in the travel world while working, because travel is work and work is travel. This is not in the picture, but I'm required to wear a watch for work. I always have to know the time, so I wear my Apple Watch. It's great because it's, you know, connected to my phone. I can check the time and also look at the radar on here. Since I've had it, I always wear it on my days off as well because I always like to know the time. And since I've been required to wear a watch for work for so long now, if I don't have a watch on, I'm always going like this, looking at a non-existent watch on my wrist. Apple Watch, yes, super handy, but I didn't put that in the picture. My Hydro Flask. I am in love with this thing. I drink a lot of water in general, but also, you know, I'm on these planes for sometimes 12 to 14 hours a day, and the air is dry and it's circulated, and so it's really important to stay hydrated. So I fill this up all day long with water. I have some in there right now. Hydro Flasks, they're a little pricey, but it's worth it, and you put ice in it and it keeps your water cold for hours on end. I usually fill this up with some ice, put it next to my bed, and then when I wake up in the morning, I have ice cold water to drink, and it helps wake you up. So this is amazing, and it's better for the environment. I don't bring this when I work, and I don't always bring this when I'm traveling on my days off, but this thing is very, very, very comfortable. It's got like the memory foam or whatever it is. Oh, yeah. I should start bringing this more often though, for real. So yeah, this neck pillow is so great, because let's be real, no one likes when they fall asleep during a flight and they're like this, and then however long it may be, you wake up and you have that awful pain in your neck and you're like, ugh. You fall asleep and you end up leaning on some stranger, possibly drooling on them, and then you're like, oh gosh, the embarrassment. And then they're like, yo, what? Get off of me. The only bad thing about it is that it takes up a lot of space, so that's why I don't always bring it with me. Another thing that I'm going to talk about that I always keep in my suitcase that kind of goes along with that, I have a blanket. I usually always fall asleep on flights. Always, always, always. It never fails. So I like to have a blanket with me, and I always end up taking a nice nap. So yeah, I sleep like a baby on planes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the motion. No idea. But I sleep better on planes than in my own bed. Weird, I know. Probably my favorite item besides my camera. These are my Bose noise canceling headphones. These things are literally my best friends. I use them all the time whenever I'm flying on my days off, all the time when I'm at home. Put these bad boys on. I already have them on and everything is significantly quieter. It's amazing. So I put these on, I listen to some music or whatever it is when I'm flying. They're great, especially if I take a nap. I sometimes put these on without music, just turn them on, and it makes things quieter and I sleep better. So yeah, these things are incredible. If I ever forgot these when flying, I legit would probably cry. Yeah, it's that serious. This is the charging cord that comes in the carrying case. They charge really fast, which is great. This is an auxiliary cord cable. So you can actually plug these in here, and then like for example on JetBlue they have the TVs. They're not like wireless or anything like that, so you need, you know, wired headphones, so you can plug them in and still listen to that, watch TV or whatever that they have, which is also very convenient. And they fold up, come in this nice carrying case, protect them. By the way, I got these cases, the laptop one and this came with it on Amazon. It was like $12, and they had like 20 different colors, super cheap, very convenient. I have a portable charger. This is a GoPro brand and it's awesome. It has 2 USB ports, and then you gotta charge it up. It takes a while to charge the juice in here, but it charges 2 things at once and very fast. I just always have this with me as a backup. And then also in here I keep a spare phone charger. This one lights up, by the way. It's super fun. The wire to charge the actual portable charger. Keep all of that in this little thing. These are a little bit different, but I always bring this with me. This is a notebook, journal thing, whatever, same thing. I actually write poetry and write down like thoughts in my head and stuff, so I always like to have this with me because sometimes something will come to me and then I'll want to jot it down. You know, I can always, you know, make a note in my phone, but I like writing things better. Like I like the act of physically writing, so I have this with me at all times. I have my planner. I don't write in this every single day or every week like I'm supposed to. I know it's bad, but whatever. But it does help every once in a while when I'm feeling super disorganized and I have like a lot of things to do. Just writing it down helps me remember everything I have to do. It makes me feel a bit more organized, and I can like just look at it all spread out and be like, okay, this is what I have to do on my days off when I'm home. I don't always bring this with me when I'm flying for fun, but I do bring this with me when I'm working, because in my downtime on flights, especially the long ones, I like to have something to do, and I love to read. I am currently reading the 3rd book in the Game of Thrones series. I'm about halfway done, and these books are amazing. If you like the show, you should read the books. The books are really good. Random thing that was in the picture, but not this specific one. I always bring chapstick, always, because my lips get chapped very easily. I like to have this with me because I can't stand dry lips. My mini espresso maker, portable. I got this thing on Amazon a few weeks ago. It was like 40 bucks, I believe. It is by the company, it's a little odd, the name, a little odd, but Wakako. It comes in this little carrying case. It's like this big. It's super compact. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm a caffeine fiend. And I love espresso, so this is perfect. Mini presso. So what you do, take this off. This is where you pour the espresso shot into. You untwist this. Inside, it comes with this little scoop to scoop the coffee, and this little thing so you can clean out the inside of it, which is nice. And that's the bottom part is where you put the hot water. So I use the hot water on the plane. You would twist that in. You add the hot water after you add the coffee. So then you untwist this top part. You add the coffee in here. Make sure it's in there secure. Twist it back on. Then you untwist this counterclockwise, stick it upside down, hot water comes through, and you pump it. Takes about a minute or two, and then it comes out into a little espresso shot, which is so nice to have. Those flights that I work overnight, the red eyes, it's a struggle to stay awake. So I make like, honestly, 2, sometimes 3 of these little espresso shots, and it keeps me awake, which is a lifesaver. And I offer it to my crew members because, you know, we're always like trying to stay awake. That is the mini espresso maker. I love it. Highly recommend, which kind of goes along with that. Espresso. I'm a big coffee drinker, so I gotta have the coffee for the machine. This is Cafe Bustelo. I love Cuban coffee. The item I almost forgot about, my passport. I do need to always have this with me for work because I can get rerouted and be sent somewhere international. Doesn't always happen, but just in case, I need to have this with me. There was one time in the past, we worked a flight to Baltimore, and as soon as we stepped off the plane, crew scheduling called and said, you're being rerouted. You have to work the flight to Cancun and then deadhead back to Baltimore. So we were working the flight there, but then they were flying us back as passengers back to Baltimore. We didn't get off the plane or anything, but we still have to have this with us because when we come back, we have to go through customs and immigration. Yes, it's frustrating even though we didn't exit the airport. Something I can do about that. Obviously I have to have it if I do have an international layover. You know, you could go somewhere international where you're planning on coming back. Something could happen like a maintenance issue or bad weather and the flight could get canceled, and then you'd get stuck somewhere. So always have to have this with me. This is a required item when working, and if I'm flying somewhere international for fun, duh. So I believe that that is everything that I wanted to talk about. But obviously I am not sponsored by any of these products. I just wanted to share this information with you guys because I get asked a lot. You know, I have other required items that I have to bring for work that I didn't really include in this video. And then another thing I wanted to mention, I do bring with me like a little travel bag full of like vitamins. I have healthy teas that have like elderberry and immune support. I have vitamin C with echinacea, stuff like that, because I'm exposed to so many germs every day, and there's nothing worse than when you feel like you're getting sick or you get sick in the middle of a work trip. So every once in a while I take those vitamins, have some nice tea or whatever, because I hate getting sick like most people. If there's any of you guys that are interested in getting more information on these products or the things that I use, or want Amazon links or whatever, leave a comment or direct message me on Instagram. So yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog, something a little bit different. One other thing I wanted to mention that I also thought I could do for a video is, I don't know where to go for my birthday. I want to take a trip somewhere. I'm very indecisive. So my friend suggested that I pick a bunch of the places that I want to go. And the way that I'd probably have to do it is write a bunch of them down on like flashcards, lay them all out, and then spin a bottle, and whichever place it lands on is where I should go, which is like a crazy idea, but I think it's so cool. So I might end up doing that. I don't know yet, but if I do it, I think I might want to make a video about it, because that would be really cool. If you guys think that is a good idea, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please subscribe. For those of you that are not new and are watching again, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Share this video, leave a comment. I reply to all comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.